Robertson Davies' 1985 novel What's Bred in the Bone, the second in his Cornish Trilogy, follows The Rebel Angels, 1981, which explores literature, and precedes The Lyre of Orpheus, 1988, which focuses on music. Here, the central theme is art, told through the life of Francis Cornish, a gifted painter born in early 20th century Ontario. After Francis's death, a scholar attempts to write his biography, only to find that, like his sole masterpiece, Francis's life is far from what it appears. The novel opens with a prologue featuring three characters from the Rebel Angels: Professor Simon Darcourt, Arthur Cornish, and Arthur's wife, Maria. Francis, Arthur's uncle, has died wealthy, enabling Arthur to establish the Cornish Foundation, which he directs with Maria and Simon. Simon, tasked with writing Francis's biography, has uncovered little after more than a year of research. Maria, now a medieval literature scholar, muses about the angel of biography, the lesser Zadkiel, who safeguards the missing truths of a life. Simon scoffs, suggesting instead that Francis was guided by a daimon. Their conversation draws the attention of Zalmamus, Francis's daimon, who take over the narrative, blending Zadkiel's factual record with Mimas's personal insights. They begin with Francis's grandfather, the senator, who emigrated from the Hebrides to Canada in 1857, built a lumber fortune, and entered the Senate. His elder daughter, Mary Jim, became pregnant by a hotel waiter while visiting England. To avoid scandal, she married another man and gave birth to a deformed boy, the first Francis, hidden away in the attic as the Lunar. In 1909, Mary Jim bore another son, the second Francis Cornish. At age 3, Francis experienced his first conscious encounter with beauty, a flower in the family garden, a sensation that would shape his life. His distant mother captivated him with her beauty, while his father, often absent on assignment, was an enigma. Raised largely by his devout Aunt Mary Ben, Francis developed a passion for drawing. His school years were marked by bullying, which worsened after a classmate revealed the existence of the Lunar. Illness brought him home to Aunt Mary Ben's care, where her collection of religious art awakened his sense of art's spiritual power. Francis befriended Zadok Hoyle, the family's servant and undertaker, accompanying him to sketch corpses and observing his kindness toward the Lunar. After transferring to Toronto's Colborne College, Francis encountered the legend of the Holy Grail, which mirrored his search for an unattainable ideal. Returning to Blairlogie after graduation, he learned of his half-brother's death and Zadok's paternity of the Lunar, though Zadok never knew. At Oxford, Francis met Ismay, whom he mistakenly believed to be his ideal. She married him under false pretenses before abandoning him. His father then maneuvered him into British espionage, sending him to Bavaria to investigate Hitler's rail operations. There he worked under Tancred Saraceni, a master art restorer forging old master paintings and trading them for genuine works. Francis embraced the old style, its symbolism resonating deeply, and befriended occult scholar Ruth Nibsmith, whose astrological chart revealed the mythic patterns shaping his life. Drawing on his accumulated skills and insights, Francis painted The Marriage at Cana, a triptych embodying the myth of Francis Cornish. Fleeing to England at the outbreak of World War II, he later learned the painting was hailed as an authentic Renaissance masterpiece. Allowing the mistake to stand trapped him in secrecy, unable to paint again for fear of exposure. Returning to Canada with inheritances from his grandfather and Saraceni, he became a patron of the arts. What's Bred in the Bone was shortlisted for the 1986 Booker Prize. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.